Very good morning, class 11th. Till now we have completed with our two very important parts, that is the hypothalamus as well as the pituitary gland and the hormones which are stimulated by our anterior and posterior lobe of pituitary. In today's lecture, I am going to talk about another gland very important, that is thyroid gland. I will talk about its structure as well as the disorders which are related with the thyroid gland. So when we talk about, if you recall that diagram, which kind of structure we draw here there to show the thyroid, that is the H-shaped structure, right? It is the largest endocrine gland, and the weight of this gland is 25 grams, and it is present on the ventral side on the trachea, means that is your front side, right? Dorsal is the back side and ventral is our front side on the trachea. So it is known as the bilobed gland. It has two lobes. As you can see in the diagram, it has two lobes, and that is why it looks like the sometimes it's known as the butterfly gland and H-shaped gland also. And this the connective, these two lobes, they are connected with each other with the help of isthmus, right? This connection is known as isthmus. So largest gland, weight is 25 grams, present on the front side on the trachea and having two lobes. Now if we talk about the anatomical structure, anatomical मतलब कि अब मैंने इसको कट किया, मैं अंदर का पोर्शन आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस विद यू कि इसके अंदर इसको हम कट करके देखेंगे कि विच काइंड ऑफ सेल्स आर देयर. सो when we draw this thyroid gland, this is the capsule, this is the outermost layer which is provide rigidity to this thyroid gland, that is known as fibrous capsule. So this outer layer is the fibrous capsule, right? Inner side of this gland, there is present follicles. These are known as thyroid follicles. As you can see, I have drawn here 3 follicles, and this is known as thyroid follicles, right? This thyroid follicle is covered by acinal cells or acinal cells or acinal, कुछ भी बोल सकते हो आप, acinal cells of thyroid follicular epithelium. Again, most important, very important. Which kind of epithelium is present in the thyroid follicle? That is the acinal cells of thyroid follicular epithelium. There is a tissue which is present, which is connecting these follicles with each other, and this is our connective tissue, with the help of which these follicles are connected. So this is a deep connective tissue. Now inside the follicles, these are filled with the colloid. Colloid is what? It is inactive thyroglobulin. It is a protein which is inactive state and get activated only on the stimulation or when it is required, but then otherwise it is inactive thyroglobulin. So this is inner side material, it is known as the colloid. Now in the connective tissue, there is these parafollicular deep in this structure in the connective tissue. There are these parafollicular cells are present, right? So what is the if we see the internal structure of thyroid gland, it has a fibrous capsule, it has thyroid follicles, then which has the epithelial layer which is containing acinal cells. These are the acinal cells of thyroid follicular epithelium. This is the epithelial layer, and then there is a connective tissue which is joining these follicular cells, and the parafollicular cells are present there. Now what are the hormones which are secreted by thyroid gland? See, as we know till now that TSH, that is the thyroid stimulating hormone, it is released by our anterior lobe of pituitary, राइट. एंटीरियर लोब ऑफ पिट्यूटरी जो है वो क्या रिलीज कर रही है हमारे लिए? thyroid stimulating hormone. It goes and stimulate thyroid, and then only thyroid will release its hormone. The main hormone which are secreted by thyroid gland, they are of two. There are two. That is the main is the thyroxine, and other is thyrocalcitonin. It is also known as calcitonin, or in short form it is written as TCT, thyrocalcitonin, and also known as the calcitonin also. It is released by our parafollicular cells. These cells which are present in the connective tissue, that is the parafollicular cells, and they secrete our calcitonin, right, or TCT. Thyroxine, it is secreted by our achinal cells of follicular epithelium. Neat questions are getting ready by us, right? We are discussing each and every single line of our NCERT. We are preparing well for our NEET, right? We know that these kind of questions, that is what asked even this time also they asked about the brush border. So it's the same, the layer which is present in the follicular cell, these are the achinal cells of thyroid follicular epithelium, and they're responsible for releasing which hormones? That is the thyroxine. And calcitonin, it is released by parafollicular cells. Now these follicular cells, they further synthesize two hormones. I will give you the details of these hormones later also, but T4 and T3, they are also very important thyroid hormones, and iodine is very important, essential for the synthesis of these hormones in the thyroid gland. I will give just in the another slide I'm going to talk about these T3 and T4, but first I'm taking in detail about the little bit. I want to talk about thyroxine more. So thyroxine is a amine hormone, right? It is formed, how is it formed? It is formed by adding iodine in our tyrosine amino acid. If in my tyrosine amino acid I add amino group, iodine, then my thyroxine will be formed. Now you can imagine, now you can correlate that iodine, why iodine is essential? Because this thyroxine is iodine containing hormone. 65% iodine it is having, and this thyroxine, it exists in our two forms in our body, that is T3 and T4. T3 is triiodothyronine, and T4 is tetraiodothyronine, right? So these are the two forms of thyroxine, and thyroxine जब बनता है तब वो आयोडीन के साथ बनता है. आयोडीन को ऐड करते हैं अगर टायरोसिन के साथ, so then you form the thyroxine, and it is which kind? It is not a peptide, it is a amine hormone, right? Now the functions. Thyroid hormone, it regulates basal metabolic rate. If we talk about the functions of thyroid gland, it regulates basal metabolic rate. Now for regulation of metabolic, how can you regulate basal metabolic rate? Basal metabolic rate of our body, it is regulated by respiration, cellular respiration, as well as by the ATP production, because you know that respiration releases the ATP, energy production, by the mitochondria. So thyroid is responsible for this basal metabolic rate. And how does it do that? By regulating cellular respiration and ATP production by the mitochondria. So now what is the relationship with these rates? It controls ultimately our physical, mental and sexual growth of the body. So thyroid hormone is responsible for our overall growth of the body, that is physical, mental as well as sexual growth. And why this growth? Because as growth of our body, it is directly related to energy, and energy production is regulated by basal metabolic rate, is regulated by thyroid hormone. So that is why this hormone is also known as calorigenic effect. That is why we know that this hormone show calorigenic effect. Why calorigenic effect? Because it is related with our growth, and growth is directly related to energy. And who is regulating this energy production? That is thyroid hormone. So thyroid hormone, as it regulates basal metabolic rate, and basal metabolic is regulation is dependent on respiration and ATP production, which ultimately is under the control of thyroid hormone. So it controls three functions: physical, mental, and sexual growth of the body. So it is, that is why it is producing calorigenic effect. So thyroxine is the one who helps in producing calorigenic effect. Second very important function, it maintains homeothermy. As you know that human beings, they can they are warm blooded, right? We maintain our body temperature according to the outer condition. We can maintain that. So that body temperature is regulated by the maintenance of body temperature is also held by our thyroid gland. Then it also help in uptake of calcium and phosphate in the body. That is also one of the function of thyroid. It also help in maintaining and regulating protein synthesis. As you can see, these all steps, they are energy related processes. These all are related with the energy, and energy production is regulated by thyroid. It also helps in differentiation of cells. When the cells, they grow and then they differentiated to perform a specific function. पहले वो grow करते हैं, ग्रोथ के बाद वो डिफ्रेंशिएट होते हैं to perform the perfect function, particular function. That also point is also, that differentiation is also regulated by, helped by thyroid gland. So basal metabolic rate, then our homeothermy, maintenance of temperature, calcium phosphate uptake, protein synthesis, as well as differentiation. These are the main functions by the thyroid gland. It helps, it also support the process of RBC formation. When the erythropoiesis formation is also supported by the thyroid gland. Now if we talk about the disorders, right? So this first part of our lecture is completed here. Now let's talk about the disorders of related to the thyroid gland. Few disorders I am going to talk about. First with the hypo condition, when there is the less secretion of thyroxine, and second part I will talk about when there is more secretion of thyroxine in our body, right? So first we will talk about the hypo. Hypo means less. You know that hypo means less. So there is it means in this there is hyposecretion of thyroxine. और secretion of thyroxine less का मतलब है कि या तो आप iodine कम ले रहे हैं डाइट में, और if there is injury to the gland. They are the two major reasons for the hypothyroidism. The first disease which is related to the hypo condition, that is the cretinism. Cretinism, it can be genetic also, means by birth, congenital, or it can be endemic also, means due to the iodine deficiency. It is usually see in infants, if this cretinism is observed, what are the symptoms, what are the characteristics? It decrease in metabolic rate. These all symptoms, they are related with the functions that what we discussed about the thyroid gland. हमने बोला था कि जो BMR है, that is regulated by थायराइड ग्लैंड. तो अगर थायरॉक्सिन ही कम प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है तो हमारा BMR डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. BMR डिक्रीज हो जाएगा, बॉडी ग्रो ही नहीं करेगी. देयर विल बी वेरी स्टंटेड ग्रोथ, शॉर्ट ग्रोथ, IQ low. Homeothermy, that was the main function of our thyroid gland. It means body temperature will be not maintained. So decrease in body temperature, heart rate, pulse rate, BP, sugar, they all will go down, right? The basic characteristic feature which is observed in this cretinism is pigeon's chest. जो हमारा स्टर्नम होता है बेसिकली यूजली इट इज़ अ स्ट्रेट, बट यहाँ पे इट इज़ नाउ बल्ज आउट. देयर इज़ द कर्व्ड ऑफ द स्टर्नम. बेसिकली जो स्टर्नम का जो है इट्स अ लुक लाइक अ पिजन body, right? So that is why it is also known as the pigeon's chest, right? So that is the pigeon's chest is the characteristic feature of this cretinism. Clear? Decrease in BMR, growth will be less, IQ will be low, body temperature एकदम decrease, heart rate will be low. Now this is like as you can see this is protruded out, बाहर bulging out हो रही है. Basically सीधा होना चाहिए था, now it is bulging out like the pigeon's body. Now myxoedema, right? Myxoedema is observed in mostly in adults. जो हमारा cretinism था that was in mostly in infants, it is in adults. Decrease again related to the functions. BMR, basal metabolic rate, will be reduced. Low BP, sugar, pulse rate will be low body temperature. But इसका एक characteristic feature है. इसमें characteristic feature is that the face is the swollen. Face is look like the swollen one. Hands are swollen due to the deposition of albuminous myxomatous tissue. There is puffy face, ekdam swelling face because of the deposition of these myxomatous albuminous टिश्यू. इस डिपोजिशन की वजह से हमारे हैंड्स और जो फेस है वो एकदम जो है इट लुक्स लाइक द स्वोलन फेस, एंड दिस इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक पॉइंट ऑफ मिक्सोएडिमा. एडिमा हम जब यूज़ करते हैं इसका मतलब है swollen. Basically we're talking about the swollen areas. So face, hands and myxo from the myxomatous tissue की वजह से हो रहा है. ये albuminous की deposition, albuminous myxomatous की deposition इकट्ठा हो जाता है, वो उसकी वजह से face swell हो जाता है. Then is the simple goiter. It is the endemic or simple goiter known as because it is due to the deficiency of iodine, and usually this deficiency can be in your water or in your diet. And how it can be corrected? If you are taking the proper amount of iodine, because its main cause is iodine deficiency. Definitely it is endemic, so it will be non-genetic. Enlargement of thyroid gland ड्यू टू इंक्रीज इन द साइज. कौन प्रोड्यूस करता है थायरॉक्सिन? ड्यू टू इंक्रीज इन द साइज एज वेल एज नंबर ऑफ एक्टिनल सेल्स, राइट, ऑफ थायराइड फॉलिक्यूलर एपिथीलियम. अगर उनका नंबर इंक्रीज हो जाता है, देयर इज इंक्रीज इन साइज, ओनली देन देयर विल बी द गोइटर कंडीशन विल बी अराइज. एंड ये कब इंक्रीज होता है? व्हेन देयर इज द डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ आयोडीन, बिकॉज आपका थायरॉक्सिन जो है, थायरॉक्सिन को बनने के लिए इट नीड आयोडीन इन द प्रॉपर अमाउंट विद द अमाइनो एसिड टायरोसिन. So these were the few diseases related to the hypothyroidism. Next is the Hashimoto's disease, another hypo disease. Hashimoto's disease or thyroiditis. It is autoimmune disorder. Auto का मतलब होता है self, right? Due to any injury or due to aging process, due to age, thyroxine levels decreases in the body, and there is a time reaches when thyroxine level is very negligible और बहुत कम हो जाता है, minimum. Then our immune system starts destroying our thyroid gland. So मैंने बोला ना, our own immune system start destroying our thyroid gland when the thyroxine level is almost minimum. then this disease arises. This is called, this disorder happens, that is called thyroiditis. That is why we are calling it as autoimmune disorder. मतलब आपकी बॉडी के अपने इम्यून सिस्टम के सेल्स इसको डिस्ट्रॉय करना शुरू हो जाते हैं. सो दिस इज नोन एज थायराइडिटिस और हॉशिमोटो डिजीज. अगर आपसे पूछूं मैं, मिक्सोइडेमा, क्रेटिनिज्म, these simple goiter or Hashimoto, which one is autoimmune? That is Hashimoto disease. Then now we will talk about our hypersecretion, जब thyroxine का secretion ज़्यादा होता है. Now when the thyroxine level will be high, that disease is known as exothalamic goiter और ग्रेव्स डिजीज. इसके दो नाम हैं, एक्सोथैल्मिक एंड ग्रेव्स डिजीज. सी, एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ थायराइड ग्लैंड. अब मतलब कि नॉर्मल लेवल तो मेंटेन करता है, रेगुलेट करता है BMR रेट को. अगर बहुत ज़्यादा सिक्रीशन होना शुरू हो गया तो मैं BMR को डिक्रीज़ लिखूँगी, BMR को इंक्रीज़ लिखना चाहिए. देयर विल बी इंक्रीज इन BMR, हार्ट रेट इंक्रीज, पल्स रेट इंक्रीज, बॉडी टेम्परेचर इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज, as well as because thyroxine हमने बोला था it help in uptake of calcium, और यहाँ पे कैल्शियम लॉस होना शुरू हो जाता है. एंड ड्यू टू लॉस ऑफ कैल्शियम ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस जो है, osteoporosis arises. What edema? Okay, when there is edema behind the eyes, edema behind the eyes means eyeballs bulges, एकदम protruded, बाहर निकली हुई नजर आती हैं. edema, that is why this this disorder, it is known as exothalamic. exo का मतलब है बाहर, right? and thalamic जो है, thalamic is for the eyes, right? ophthalmology जो basically ophthalmic जो word है वो हम use करते हैं eye के लिए. so bulging of eye. so what is happening here? कैल्शियम लॉस हो गया है तो जो हमारा ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस हो जाएगा, एडीमा बिहाइंड द आइज. सो दैट इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर ऑफ अवर ग्रेव्स डिजीज कि बल्जिंग, बेसिकली बाहर एकदम आइज बाहर निकली हुई नजर आती हैं. दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ द मोर सिक्रीशन ऑफ thyroxine. So this is all about our thyroid gland, right? After watching this, you will be able to attempt every single question of your thyroid gland. Next we will talk about parathyroid gland as well as more other glands for the chemical